Hey, it's Nin. I'm here with Tay. We're going to talk about some hot upcoming movies along with their trailers. And we're also going to do a review of Birdman.
And then, if we get some time, we may talk about all the different Blu-rays we bought during Black Friday. And we got a lot of them. It should be fun. First things first, let's talk about some new trailers.
How about Star Wars? Since that's the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah, I saw the Star Wars teaser as soon as it came out, and I thought it was awesome. I liked every shot of it. The new lightsaber guy, the main guy at the start,
Oh yeah.
and the Millennium Falcon and all that.
And they confirmed it was Andy Serkis as the voice.
Oh
So I'm really
I think
excited about that.
I think Andy Serkis will be one of the Siths. I think he'll be a bad guy.
Because he's like been behind the scenes in so many movies being like classic characters.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll probably be a new classic guy.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, he'll probably be one of the main bad guys. Do you think he'll be the master, or he'll probably be the master Sith? I bet.
Yeah, because he's too old to be like a young Padawan or whatever.
Yeah, There's no Sith Padawans then.
No,
I don't
know.
think.
Maybe there is in the extended universe.
Yeah. What do you think about that? The bad guy holding that new type of lightsaber.
I thought it was cool, but like, I was a little hesitant because it didn't really make sense.
It didn't.
Nah.
Well, okay, but I actually have a theory on the lightsaber. It seems like everybody's saying so. The main blade pops out, and then on the side you have two smaller blades, right? That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
But when you watch the trailer, at least to me, it looked like the main blade comes out, and then it looks like fire coming out. Like they look unstable. So my theory is that the blade and the blade looks longer, and it's like hovering and quivering sort of. So my theory is that it's a newer blade that's stronger than a regular blade, so it's longer. The beam is longer, and then those are like exhaust pipes, so it doesn't overheat. Because if it looks like fire coming out the sides, to me, it doesn't look like a solid blade.
It could just be the new movies trying to make like a new looking lightsaber. Like they don't want to have every lightsaber look the same.
Yeah.
Because they've all looked the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's been some variations, but.
Well, I mean, like the actual blade has always just been like a glowing stick.
Yeah. Well, to me, it looked like the blade was like overpowering, like it was wavering and unstable. So we'll
Maybe
see.
it was like a metaphor for his utter rage. And he's just gonna go kill like every Jedi.
That's Nin for you, putting a metaphor into everything. Well, anyway. So, Nin, what did you think about the Stormtrooper at the start, that first shot of the trailer?
I thought his skin looked pretty dark. That's kind of weird.
So you're racist?
No. I kind of like that he's black, actually.
Yeah, I actually, that was the best part of it to me, was when the first part goes on, and then it hesitates, and then all of a sudden, boom, he pops up with the musical cue, the da-da-da, or whatever it was, and then it's the black Stormtrooper, and I'm like, whoa, that's cool. We've never seen a black Stormtrooper before.
Yeah, and it was kind of like the original Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like how a guy was like wearing a Stormtrooper thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess we don't really know the story.
I don't know if he's actually a Stormtrooper or if he's just a guy, but a lot of people are saying they don't like it because Stormtroopers are all supposed to be clones or whatever. But that's not true, because the clones stopped working a long time before the older movies, like Empire and all those. The clones aren't clones anymore. They're just regular guys.
Yeah.
So there could be a
But I don't think in the older movies you ever see a Stormtrooper without his helmet.
Yeah, but they're different heights.
Yeah.
So they're not clones. There could be one. I read somewhere that all the clones are dead because of the advanced aging process. By the time the older movies are
I
out.
always thought that the clones just transformed into Stormtroopers.
Well,
Like when the Empire.
eventually the Empire was taking over, but all the ones that in like Attack of the Clones, they're all dead in the other ones because
They're all dead?
The advanced aging when you're a clone.
So
Why?
I don't know. I like him. Also, the Millennium Falcon shot was too sick.
That was pretty cool. That was a good camera angle. I don't know if I've seen many movies with like a shot like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just said like about 1,000 times. I don't know if I've seen too many movies with a shot similar to that.
Well, you can say like if you're not using it as a simile.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but what did you think about Oscar Isaac as a rebel fighter pilot?
Oh, you just got like a second glimpse at him.
Yeah, I know that, but do you think he'll be good as a fighter pilot? Like, is that kind of
Well,
weird? I don't know. He seems like a serious actor to me. Do you think the movies are going to be serious?
Well, the older ones were kind of serious, like The
No,
Empire Strikes Back.
But they're
was a little serious.
whimsical, and there's like, I mean, Han and Chewie, they're not serious characters.
Well, they're like comedic relief. Like, imagine the Darth Vader scene with Luke in 2. Like, there's like, that's just pure drama.
Yeah, that's true. But I think they've always mixed some non-heavy elements into Star Wars.
Well, especially the new one.
Yeah.
Jar Jar.
Oh, nah. Anyhow.
You hate Jar Jar?
Well, the funny thing is, I never hated Jar Jar because I was a little kid when I saw the first ones, but I haven't seen the first few in a while.
All I did was skip to the ending fight. So
Yeah, I did that
I saw
too.
the whole movie like once, and then I just watched the ending fight like a million times.
Yeah, that ending fight makes the movie. It's pretty cool.
I feel like my reaction would be a lot more intense if I was like a huge Star Wars fan. But the truth is, I haven't seen Star Wars in like 10 years probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we've watched it earlier than that.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. We have.
Well, I mean the old ones.
No, yeah, we've watched the old ones a couple times, at least within the last 3 years. But anyhow, I that was definitely the best trailer out of the three.
Yeah.
And it made me want to see the movie really bad, so that was good. What about
Alright, second best trailer
second best?
was the Jurassic World.
Yeah, the Jurassic World trailer was another one. What do you think about another Jurassic Park movie? You think they're gonna pull it off or not?
Well, they pulled the second movie and the third movie out of their butts, so they could pull it
Well,
off.
some people say the second movie is good.
Well, that was by Spielberg.
Well, yeah, but Spielberg's made some crap. I don't know. The second movie was okay, and then the third movie, all I remember was that I liked it when I was a little kid. But of course,
Wait, I thought you didn't like the third one.
I don't know.
I remember not really liking the third one. But
Yeah.
I love the first
Well,
one.
the first one is obviously a classic for
I
many
haven't
reasons.
seen that one in a long time, too.
This one is kind of cool because they're setting it up so it's actually a working park now, and everybody's like visiting and looking at all the dinosaurs. That looked pretty cool.
But, like, it kind of makes it less scary for me a little bit. Because, like, the first one was just, like, all the main characters. And then, like,
Yeah,
it had, like, the computer guys, and, like, that's it.
yeah.
Like,
and
if
then-
there's going to be a million people, and it looked like it was pretty much sunny a lot of the time.
well,
So it might not be as scary.
well, I'm sure that'll just be at the start.
Yeah.
What do you think about they said they're going to introduce a new hybrid dinosaur that they genetically engineered, and I think it's pretty obvious that it's going to break out and hunt them all down.
Hump them all down?
No, it's going to hunt them down.
Oh, okay. I'm a little indifferent.
Yeah, I don't know. They'd have to convince me. If they make it awesome, I'll love it. But
There was like a Godzilla sound, so I'm thinking it's gonna be Godzilla.
no.
I think so. Is it copyrighted?
Yes.
Oh.
There's no Godzilla. No. They showed him. He wasn't even that big. But anyhow, my favorite shot of it was when they jumped up, and then there was the swimming dinosaur eating the shark. That was the coolest part.
Yeah, that's the part when like everyone jumps back and is like, whoa.
Yeah. So overall, did you like the trailer? No.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Did it convince you that to see the movie though?
It got me excited.
Yeah.
I want to see the movie, but
My initial reaction was, "Wow, I got to see that now."
I was a bit skeptical.
Yeah,
Especially with a lot of the CGI.
but that always can get better after a while. At least I think it can.
Show me an example. 'Cause I don't think I've ever
everybody
seen a trailer.
says that. You know how everybody says, "Well, this is just the early CGI in the trailer."
Yeah.
They always say that.
I'm
but-
pretty sure like trailers are final. Like I've never seen a trailer, although there are some like cut scenes.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a trailer with scenes that weren't in the movie.
Yeah.
But pretty much, if you see it, it's gonna be in the movie the same as it was in the trailer.
Yeah. It looked interesting. I don't know if I want to. I might see it when it comes out in theaters. They may have to do a little bit more convincing. But what
Like,
about?
maybe a good trailer would convince me.
Yeah. Hey, that was good. All right. What about the third trailer we're gonna talk about?
Terminator
Oh.
Genesis.
I almost said Transformers. Yeah,
it did kind of look like Transformers.
Yeah.
There was a lot of explosions.
Yeah, Terminator Genesis. You don't know what my thoughts are?
Huh?
After I saw it, I was like, wow, that was awesome, and it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, I was shaking my head at a few of those scenes.
Yeah, like some of the stuff looks good, and some of the stuff, like I think from the trailer you can honestly say you're able to tell that it's gonna be a bad movie. Like the telltale signs were, remember the guy's face had the horrible makeup. It looked like there was a lot of CGI, and then it looked like, I hate it when movies that involve time travel, all they do is reference past films, especially when Terminator 2 and 3 have a lot of referential humor in them already, especially Terminator 3, which was practically a parody of Terminator 2. So I'm thinking they're going to rehash everything. Another thing I hated was, once again, they used the same punchlines or whatever. I'll be back. Come with me if you want to live. The lines that turned me off.
The references just get old. Like, you need to make new references.
Yeah, like references aren't funny if there's a reference every minute. It's like not cool anymore.
Yeah, that's what made Terminator 3 terrible.
Yeah.
Like, that was just bad.
Yeah.
It looks pretty much the same equal, like, quality level to Terminator 3.
Yeah, I don't know, but it did look like it was funny. Like I want to watch it, just not.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna be good. I want to see the old Arnold face off against
Yeah,
young.
that was the one scene that I was, like, fanboying.
Yeah,
Like,
old
I'm a huge Arnold fan. I love Arnold.
Old Arnold versus young Arnold,
And they have, like, a ripped CGI
They
Arnold.
remade him using CGI.
It actually looks good, though.
It looked pretty cool. I mean,
Like, how is it that they can make an incredibly detailed Arnold,
Yeah.
but they can't make, like, a robot melting metal guy?
Yeah, the melting metal guy looked
He
pretty
looks
bad.
terrible.
But maybe this is pretty early in that one. No, I'm not gonna go there. But I don't know. What do you think about like how they showed the T-1000s back, the liquid metal Terminator?
I like that.
That-
I didn't
that
like the
could be-
Terminator from Terminator 3.
Yeah,
She had like a flamethrower and like, it
seemed
wasn't
a
as
little-
classic.
Seemed a little random, yeah. But the T-1000 is pretty cool. I like the move where he like chops his own arm off and then uses it as a spear. That was pretty cool. But
And he's Asian.
yeah. Was he Asian? He kind of looked like the other guy though.
You didn't think he was Asian?
I don't know.
He was
might have
definitely
been-
Asian.
He might have been part Asian.
He had squinty eyes.
You're a racist then.
That's what they have. That's like saying white people have white skin.
I guess. I don't know. We might have to censor that because you're a racist.
Do you think I conveyed hatred towards
Yes.
Asians?
You hate Asians. I could tell from your facial expression.
I would hate him if he was trying to kill me or
Yeah.
terminate me.
Yeah, but I thought he kind of looked like the other guy, so it should be cool. And then what about Jai Courtney or whatever? I don't like him.
Blech.
Blech.
Looked like he was wearing lipstick in the trailer to me.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Jai Courtney.
I couldn't tell the difference between Sarah Connor and Jai Courtney. They're both too heavily made up.
Yeah, I don't know. And they casted him in Suicide Squad too.
Who's he gonna play in that?
He's gonna play the Captain Boomerang, because apparently he's Australian, so maybe that'll work.
Bullocks.
Bullocks. Yeah, I don't know. That looks like bloody bullocks. They don't even say that in Australia. But anyhow, okay. So those are the trailers that we talk about. They're kind of interesting, but all right. Maybe you're interested in something a little bit more non-mainstream, something that will be talked about during Oscar season. Birdman.
Or The Unexpected Virtue of Innocence.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ah, that's nice. Yeah, it also has an alternate title. And Birdman, now, as we're recording this, we saw this about how many weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago?
Long time ago.
Yeah, we saw it a while ago. It took a while for it to come out into a theater near us. And it was only in one, then it was like 10 miles away. But we drove there and we saw it. And Birdman, it'll definitely be some people's pick for best movie of the year. I don't want to spoil our best movie of the year list, but...
Spoil our list?
What? If I say it's going to be my number one, that wouldn't that be a spoiler?
My favorite movie... Oh, sorry, spoiler.
Okay, well... Yeah, okay, it'll be in my top 10 of the year, that's for sure. And, okay, then, Apparently you didn't like it as much as me.
Oh, well, you really
actually,
liked it.
before we get to that, let's describe a little bit what it's about.
You can go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'll get the dirty work of describing what it's about.
Yeah, I don't like describing movies' plots.
Yeah, well, in case you haven't heard of Birdman, Michael Keaton, the actor who played Batman in Batman '89, it plays an older guy, kind of similar to himself in real life, who played Birdman in the movie universe, which is basically Batman, essentially. And he played him a long time ago in the movie, and now he's older, and he wants to become recognized for a play he's trying to put on. And he wrote it and directed it himself, and he's starring in it too. So he's kind of like going all in. He wants to be like everybody perceives him as Birdman, but he wants to be known as like kind of like an artist per se. And so it just starts off right when he's trying to get this play together. He's trying to get the funding and get the actors together, and then they're doing some practice showings, and that's where the movie takes place.
And then, right at the start of the movie, one of his actors gets injured.
Yeah.
So then they call in a replacement, played by Edward Norton.
Yeah,
one of my underrated actor picks.
Yeah, Edward Norton was one of the highlights of the movie, because the other actor gets injured, so they have to oh, who's available? And then they scramble, and oh, okay, Edward Norton can come in. Oh, but his fee is outrageous. Oh, but then he comes in, and then the scene where he comes in and he talks with Michael Keaton, and they're practicing their lines.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was the camera is moving around him in circles, and it was just like I don't even know if the scene was ad-lib.
It was acting within acting.
Yeah, because it was actors acting, but they were also portraying characters who are actors, and they were getting ready to do some acting in the movie. So it was like a triple layer.
That must be really hard to do.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not that hard.
I don't know. But Norton plays like an extreme method actor in the movie. Like, he's a method actor in real life, and he's playing a method actor. And I've heard his character is kind of similar to his personality in real life. Like, he's kind of like a really contemptible person. Like, he's doesn't care what anybody thinks. He's gonna do the scene, and like, if you bring in your prop gun and it has like an orange plug in it, he gets mad because he thinks it takes him out of the moment, and then he can't act right. And so Norton was like, I think Norton is a lock for my pick for best supporting actor of the year in that one.
Yeah, there hasn't been too many great supporting actors.
Do you agree? And I think he's a lock. I mean, that was awesome. He was funny, crazy, good acting. It was awesome. And then Michael Keaton himself, the main actor. Now, he is really interesting in this one because he may or may not have actual superpowers not like of the Birdman. Like he can like levitate and lift objects, but you're not sure if he can actually do it or not. It's like you think, oh, is this just in his mind or whatever? And it's one of those movies where some things are real and some things aren't real, and you have to decide what's happening. And like you can formulate your own theory on it. What was your favorite part of the movie then?
My fave was a certain scene with Norton.
Yeah.
Where one of his body parts was very prominent.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
I also liked the scene with Norton and Keaton when they were fighting. It's shown in the trailer.
Yeah.
They get into a funny fight.
They get into a fight, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
It was like a real brawl. Like if you fought it in real life, how it would look.
Yeah.
That was funny. There's some good comedy beats in this, and it's kind of self-aware. Like, it's kind of referential to like one of the times somebody mentions, oh, can we get Fassbender for this one? Oh no, he's doing X-Men.
I forgot about that.
We can't get Fassbender. He's too busy doing X-Men.
They make fun of I think they make fun of Transformers movies and Marvel movies.
Yeah. The entire thing is kind of a commentary on the modern action blockbuster, how it's all about superheroes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like kind of how the actors sacrifices their artistic ability in order to make lots of money in a superhero big budget movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it kind of has a commentary on that.
Although Fassbender, he's still pretty serious, even though he's like Magneto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't specifically calling out Fassbender, but just the industry as a whole as it is right now. And then I think that's one of the script is what really holds the entire movie together, because the script is like really good. Like everything the characters say is like interesting. Like the entire movie is basically people just talking to each other and doing scenes in the play, and the script is awesome and it really pulls you in. One scene stood out in my mind that I'm just thinking of right now was the scene where Emma Stone was chewing out Michael Keaton's character. What was his name? It was like Reagan or something. But
I don't know.
Yeah, Emma Stone plays Michael Keaton's daughter in the movie, and she really surprised me with her acting. Like I never thought she was that good of an actor, but this one scene, it just kind of holds on her face as she delivers a rant, and it was a good rant. It was awesome.
It surprised me.
Yeah, I was
her
like,
acting in Spider-Man is sucky. So.
Well, I wouldn't say sucky, but she doesn't have very much meat in her Spider-Man character. I mean, Gwen Stacy isn't a deep character in those movies. But, I mean, it surprised me in a good way, and it convinced me that... Because it didn't seem like her character was anything like her real-life personality. So that's a good compliment.
I've never met her. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I guess as far as what I've seen or heard. Because she was kind of depressed.
I didn't realize she's a mix of, like, Gwen Stacy and her Birdman character.
I don't know. Who knows? But it was a good scene. And then, what else do we got? Oh, yeah, we got to talk about how the entire movie is filmed.
One shot.
Yeah, it's actually the entire movie looks like they never cut the entire thing. They use some transition like CG effects to make it look like that way, but in the same way like of Rope by Hitchcock, the entire movie is super long takes, and it tries to make it look like it's never cut. Like it'll if it's going to the next day, it'll tilt up to the sky, and then it'll like fast forward through the day, and then it'll tilt back down and it's nighttime and there's characters walking by, and it looks like, you know, like the time passed but it never stopped filming. And the camera, like, it walks along with the characters and then switches characters and goes to somebody else, and that was definitely the most impressive thing. It'll probably win Best Director, don't you think?
It could. It was a bit distracting for me.
Yeah,
like,
some
really
people are
it,
saying that, yeah.
But, like, it added a lot, but it was a little, like, jarring.
Yeah, yeah. At first it's jarring because you're like, whoa, this is like,
but,
I can't look away.
The movie is, like, trying to be jarring. Like, it's trying to be super unique.
That's a good point, because, like, the soundtrack is, like,
the
drum soundtrack. Like, it's constantly, like, drumming at you, and, like...
The soundtrack should get nominated.
It was really cool. Like, it's not like any other soundtrack you've heard. It comes on, it's like, it's just doing some drums, and then, like, slowly, and then building up. It's, like, almost as if some guy was doing a drum solo the whole movie, you know?
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I think we finally have a soundtrack that's as good as John Wick this year.
Nice John Wick reference.
Yeah, I wanted to slip in John Wick at some point.
From now on, every episode we'll make a John Wick reference.
But by the way, don't set him off.
By the way, don't set him off. Oh, man. Okay, and then one other layer on the movie of Birdman is it's the layer behind the story. Like, there's some subliminal imagery at the start, like a meteor falling from the sky and some like jellyfish on the beach, and then there's a really good ending where you're like, oh man, what's my theory? What happened? I have to decide.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, it's got an ambiguous ending, and you just don't know what the truth is. And so, if you're the kind of person that likes to dissect the movie and look at each scene for clues, you may think you have it figured out until the end. Then you're like, oh no, what do I think?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely why I would put it as one of the best of the year. So what's your rating then?
I'd give it a... Oh man. I wouldn't say 9, but between 8 and 9.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, I don't think... Maybe if I see it again, I would like it better even. But right now, seeing it one time and remembering from what I saw 2 weeks ago, I definitely think it's an 8 to 9 range, and like an 8.5.
I'd give it an 8 if I had to choose.
Yeah, I mean on IMDb I did give it an 8, but I think it's a really great movie and it's a contender. It could win Best Picture.
It could have been a contender.
It could have been a contender. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So there's our review. I think we summarized everything nice and we got it down. All right, and then our third thing we wanted to talk about was, of course, Thanksgiving was a little while ago, and that means Black Friday. And we went, me and then trolled every store, and we didn't buy any TVs or Blu-ray players or anything. All we bought was Blu-ray movies, and we bought lots of them. I'll tell you what, there was some good deals. And okay, I want to admit, during Black Friday, I had never seen any Harry Potter movie, so in the back of my mind, I was kind of thinking, oh, if there's a good deal on the Harry Potter movies, maybe I'll pick them up. And then I went to Walmart, and they had them two packs of every one of them for $7 on Blu-ray. So I got every Harry Potter movie on Blu-ray.
Sadly, though, we watched the first one and hated it, so we wasted our money.
No, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Then you're kidding, but
Yeah, I'm kidding.
we watched the first one, and it was... I mean, honestly, it's at 7.4 on IMDb. I didn't think it was that good. I mean, I would give it a 6.5. I thought it was...
I'd give it a 6.
Yeah, I felt like I wasn't the target demographic for the movie. I think the target demographic was the kids when the book came out that were reading it. That was the target demographic.
Yeah.
And so me as a...
We're a little late to the party.
Yeah, we're welcome to the party. We're a little late, and but so me as like a 21-year-old, it seemed a little bit childish to me at points, but it was still entertaining. You know what I mean? Somewhat.
I wouldn't really want to watch it again. Like, it was kind of like...
Yeah.
I was like thinking, I wish I had watched this as a kid, the whole movie.
Yeah. It may not, unless you have the nostalgia factor, you may not think it's that good of a movie.
Nostalgia's a big factor.
Yeah.
And
But-
the CGI was really bad.
Oh yeah, the CGI was terrible. It was atrocious, but it hasn't aged well at all. But you know, I've heard the first two are more childish, and then they get more serious after that. With the third one, that's directed by Cuarón. So I'm excited to see. And then the last two are supposed to be really good. So it should be good. We'll watch them eventually. We'll watch them all. What other ones stood out to you then that we got?
Well, the one that stood out to me was The Wizard of Oz. About that.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long. I don't even remember anything about it, really.
Yeah, you only watched that when you were like
Super little.
4 or
I
5
don't
years old
remember it.
one time.
So I thought I'd cop it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, you copped it.
Yeah.
And I've already seen it, but Wizard of Oz is a classic of technical filmmaking, and it's got all the such recognizable elements in it, you know.
Yeah, I mean...
But I think that one's almost like Harry Potter, where if you don't watch it as a little kid, it's not as good, I think.
It's probably more like a Pixar movie.
But don't take my word on it, because I haven't seen it in a while, but it just, it's got some good stuff in it. And then, what other ones? Oh yeah, I didn't get these on sale. I got these on sale before Black Friday, but I got a really cool anime called Paprika. And the reason I bought it was because I heard that the story in it was really similar to Inception. Because it's about some guys who find a machine that can make you enter people's dreams and stuff. And a lot of people were saying when Inception came out that it was just a ripoff of Paprika. So I was like, ooh, this is interesting. I got to pick this up and see if I agree or disagree. And so I found that one. It was pretty cool.
Wait, when did that come out?
I think it came out in 2006. But
Oh, really? Because it's not a ripoff. Inception isn't. Because Nolan was like writing that story for like 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I doubt it's a ripoff.
I'm going to look it up. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, it might have some similar elements. But basically, I like those elements. So I'm really
Maybe
interested.
Inception was like a rom-com, and then Paprika came out, and then he rewrote the script.
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
why it took so long.
From 2006. No, yeah. Yeah, so I'm interested in that one to see. And then just the other day, I picked up Frost Nixon because it was only $2.88 on Blu-ray. And that one's about like a famous interview between Nixon and this guy, Robert Frost, I think. And I basically...
Robert Frost?
Is it Robert Frost?
He's a poet.
Is it? Oh, well, maybe that's why it came to my mind. Somebody Frost. And I wanted to watch it because I saw All the President's Men was about the Watergate scandal.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Then I think you have your scandals mixed up.
Wait, was it really Arnold's son?
What? No.
Oh.
No. But anyhow.
Did OJ do it?
Then you're getting your scandals mixed up.
Sorry.
Anyway, but yeah, I watched All the President's Men, and I just had to see some more Nixon movies after that. So
Nixon must be an interesting guy.
well, no, it's just the story interested me. So it was $2.88, so I just had to get it. Oh yeah, we got the entire Indiana Jones trilogy on Blu-ray.
Dun, dun,
That was
dun,
a steal.
dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.
Alright, so you keep talking, I'll do the theme. Dun, 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 dun.
No.
Oh.
Okay, but anyway, which one's your favorite of the three of Indiana Jones?
Temple of Doom, JK. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, everybody loves Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's probably my favorite, but I especially wanted to pick up Temple of Doom because I've only seen it either once or twice, and I rented it from the library when I was a little kid. So
Yeah, and I remember not liking that movie.
yeah, me too. I remember thinking, oh, this is not good. I don't like it. But then I love Last Crusade as well. That one's cool, with the Holy Grail and all that.
Yep.
And it's got James Bond in it.
That one's like the holy grail of Indiana Jones movies.
And then the first one's like the Lost Ark of James Bond movies.
The second one's like the Temple of Doom.
Wow. We're really alienating our audience. Only people that think we're funny. So like nobody.
I'm thinking about being a comedian.
Yeah. Don't quit your day job.
Like the king of comedy.
Oh yeah.
I'll just have to kidnap someone to become one.
Yeah. So Indiana Jones is a classic series. We had to pick them up. We didn't have them on Blu-ray. We had them on tape. That was it. So that's
We have them on tape?
yeah. We
Connor
have them
has
on tape. But so yeah, I was really excited to get those for such a cheap deal.
Oh, we gotta talk about Gladiator.
Oh yeah,
'Cause,
Gladiator. Oh yeah, this one
last
kind of has
year-
an interesting story behind it.
Last year we were thinking about... It's not interesting at all.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. It's really uninteresting.
But last year,
Yeah.
it was $4 and we didn't buy it because we were like, nah.
Yeah,
And then the
we have this
entire
on
year-
DVD. It's $4. Nah.
And then the whole year, up till the next Black Friday, we were like, man, why didn't we get Gladiator?
Yeah, I saw it in the store for like $20. I'm like, then we could have had this for $4 on Black Friday, but we decided not to get it. So we got it this Black Friday finally.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course we opened it up and the case was scratched and dented, and then we tried to bring it back, and they were out of copies. So we just have to settle for the one with a huge crack in it. But whatever. I guess it was only $4. Should have bought it last year.
Yeah. That'll hang over our heads like
Yeah.
our entire lives.
Oh, I picked up Wolf of Wall Street too. I didn't see it in theaters. I can't wait till that scene. That'll be the best scene.
That's the new classic.
Yeah, I never saw it when it came out in theaters because of various reasons of its over-the-top nature. But I figured I'd watch it on Blu-ray so I can see what I want to see. And it could be a great movie or an amazing movie. I mean, 3 hours long of Peter Scorsese. That's going to be great.
Yeah, it's amazing how Scorsese's still making awesome movies.
And I love Leonardo, so that should be awesome.
Leonardo got snubbed.
Win for which one?
He should have won.
Who won? No, McConaughey. I doubt his performance was better than McConaughey's last year. Oh yeah, and then so after a nice night of Wolf of Wall Street, you could always sit down and watch some How to Train Your Dragon 2. Yeah, we also got How to Train Your Dragon 2 on Blu-ray. And I had to convince Nen to buy this. He was like dead set against it. He was like, "No, Tay, it's gonna suck. Remember how bad the first one was?" And then like he was trying to convince me not to get it. And then we watch it. Oh, Nen gives it an 8 out of 10. Oh, it's
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it was better than the first one. It was awesome. There was cool action and like beautiful cinematography.
Yeah, my favorite part was the cinematography. Was it by Deakins or what?
Yeah, Roger Deakins was a consultant
so
on the
good.
cinematography of How to Train Your Dragon 2.
It looked awesome.
Yeah, everything looked cool. It had a pretty cool storyline.
Yeah.
I didn't like some of the things. My one criticism of it was the over hyper nature of the movie, kind of similar to Lego Movie. Excuse me, but I think that's kind of a thing with all kids movies now, is they over hyper everything. Like all the characters are really hyper.
Yeah, well, I mean, Pixar movies aren't the only animated movies.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
they're really...
Miyazaki and Pixar are good for kids and they're good for other people because they're like actually quality.
Like, when you watch, like, Up, even though it's one of my favorite movies, it's super slow. Like there's like a minute of silence.
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Like, that's not hyper at all.
Yeah, sometimes movies need silence. You can't be. I think the thing with the newer movies for kids is that they say, well, the kids aren't going to pay attention unless we have something happening every single second. Kind of like how Transformers movies type thing. They don't give you enough credit. They think if they're not making something happen every second, you're not going to be paying attention. I think a well-used scene of silence is far more effective than constant barrage of motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Frozen didn't have too much like crazy stuff in it.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of musical numbers to like that would bring. Oh, they'd be like, oh, singing, and then they'd look. But I mean, I guess I kind of liked it better than Frozen. Maybe
You liked Dragon more than Frozen?
I'd say they're about the same quality.
I liked Frozen more.
Really?
Frozen's like awesome. Like I like that movie.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm a 21-year-old male. I'm not the target audience for Frozen, but it was a good watch. But yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2, I liked it, and it made me appreciate the first one more. Because when I first saw that one, I didn't like it as much, but kind of liked it now. I mean, thinking back, it was a little better than I originally gave it credit for. I'd like to see that one again, maybe. What else? Oh yeah, I also was gonna regret not getting the Bourne trilogy on Blu-ray. They were all $4 for all three of them. It was a good deal, and we had them on DVD. So I was debating like, oh, is it worth it? But then I was like, Bourne is a great series. Each one is a great movie. Has good action. And then I thought of, oh yeah, they announced that they're gonna make a new one with Matt Damon and Paul Greengrass is the director. So I was like, when that comes out, I'll probably want to watch those before that comes out, and I want to watch them on Blu-ray.
That's what I was like with the Terminator trailer. I really wanted to watch Terminator Salvation. So I'm glad we have that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, even though Terminator Salvation is only an okay movie, I kind of glad we have it because it was fun to watch, I guess. But yeah, Bourne series. I mean, Bourne is awesome. He's got good action fighting scenes, and it's a good movie.
I do prefer John Wick though.
No, Bourne is better than John Wick.
John Wick's better than Bourne too.
Probably not. But whatever. We'll see him again.
the soundtrack's better.
That might be our new referential joke.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then on Amazon, I saw True Detective went down from $40 to $30 for the entire first season on Blu-ray. And I really wanted to see True Detective because everybody was ranting and raving about how good it was. And it has McConaughey and Woody Harrelson as the two main actors. And let me tell you, I watched the first episode last night. I was reeled in. I was hooked. It was like brilliant. Like I was watching this, like, oh man, this is awesome. Like it tells a story about two detectives investigating a crime in 1996. But then the main part of this, or like it, then in the present, the same two guys are talking about the crime oh wow, I can't even talk. They're getting interviewed about the crime that happened that they investigated in 1996. But okay, so I'm making it sound like the boringest show of all time, but it's actually like the opposite of how I described it. It's really good, and the acting is the best part. Because like in the future part, McConaughey is like long hair and he like looks really old, and he's like, and then in the 1996 version, he looks like young and cool and collected. And it's like he looks way older, even though he's the same age playing both characters.
It's the power of Botox.
I know. No, they didn't use Botox.
They might have.
So they filmed his young scenes with Botox, and then they let the Botox wear off, and then
they just did anti-Botox for the old scenes.
Anyway, then your random interjections.
Oh, I gotta keep it entertaining for the little kids listening.
Boom, bomb. Lots of there, now they're paying attention again. But so as soon as the first episode was over, I was like, oh, I gotta watch the second episode. I've heard that it's basically an 8-hour long movie, the show is, and I'm starting to agree with it. It seems like a really good movie. And it's got like, it's Fincher-esque and the disturbing yeah, disturbing violence and like,
dude, the way you talk disturbs me.
It's Fincher-esque. I'll leave it at that.
All right, next. How about The Last of the Mohicans?
Yeah.
A double D.
Yeah. Nin didn't want to pay half of this one, but I really wanted to see.
I might pay half. I like double D.
Yeah, it's got Daniel Day-Lewis and it's directed by Michael Mann, The Last of the Mohicans. It's supposed to be a really good movie, so I got the definitive director's cut on Blu-ray. And I basically kind of just got it because I needed to get free shipping on Amazon, so I packed it in with True Detective. But I was like, okay, I guess that's a good enough deal, and I packed it together and got free shipping, so I'm really excited to see that. Anytime there's a Daniel Day performance, it makes the movie worth watching, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he won Best Actor that year for that one.
No.
No?
No.
Hasn't he won like Best Actor every time he starred?
No.
No?
What do you mean?
He's got like 5 of them, doesn't he?
No, he has 3.
Oh, 3. Which was 3? There Will Be Blood.
My Left Foot and Lincoln.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Lincoln? Really? Well, I guess that was good.
Lincoln was amazing.
Yeah, it was. Did we forget anything?
Yeah, you didn't talk about A Prophet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this one might be kind of cool. Nobody's probably heard of this one, so it may be interesting. I found it at Barnes & Noble on sale for 50% off. And it's called A Prophet, and it's kind of like a foreign gangster film in the vein of Godfather, where there's a young guy and he like rises to the top of a gang, and I think it starts out where he's in prison, and then he like rises to the top of the prison, and it's kind of like a cult favorite kind of in the U.S. And I was watching one of my review channels that I keep up with, and the other guy mentioned it as he thought it would be great for an American remake, and it just looks really cool. So I'm really excited to see that.
And I've heard it's a knockout of a thriller and a triumph of the highest order, and it's a new crime classic. Actually, that's a Peter Travers quote.
Oh yeah, and then I was just reading the cover for you guys.
If you like Peter Travers, you probably should watch A Prophet. He liked it.
Yeah, Peter Travers is a pretty good reviewer. But yeah, it looks
Isn't he
really
a singer, or is there like a guy with a similar name to Peter Travers that's a singer?
Nobody comes to mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Travis Jackson or something?
Are you talking about, I don't know.
I don't know.
Travis Jackson. Is a country singer?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Tayin and Ty. Now, Tayin and ramble about country singers.
Tan and Spew.
Yeah. Gangs of New York. That's okay. Our last one we got was Gangs of New York, and I wasn't even planning on buying this one because I usually plan out which ones I'm gonna buy before I go to the store. But I saw it for $4, and we had it on DVD, and we haven't watched it yet.
The reason being because it's a DVD.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't really want to watch this on DVD. That'll kind of ruin the experience. So we got it on Blu-ray, and now we can finally watch it.
Yep.
It should be good. I mean, Leonardo and Daniel Day in the same movie, directed by Scorsese. I don't know how that could be bad.
It couldn't.
I'm kind of surprised it's only at 7.5 though. I wonder if it's like.
Oh, maybe it's just not as classic as like his other
maybe.
movies.
I don't know. I'm expecting great things from that one. So, and Hellboy 2. I got that one too. I wanted this one specifically because I always heard I thought it was at 7.6, but it turns out it was at 7.1. But I still wanted to see it because I saw the first one on Netflix and I didn't really like it that much, but I heard the second one was better.
So you didn't like the first one, and it's a 7.1 instead of 7.6.
Yep. Yeah, I know. But for some reason, I still want to see it. But I don't know.
Just go trade it in.
No, I wanted to see it. It looks kind of cool. And the fact is, it's directed by Guillermo del Toro, so he always has really cool visuals in his movies. Like, like Pan's Labyrinth and stuff. He's got some good visuals.
Wasn't that movie critically panned?
No, it was actually critically acclaimed.
Oh, okay.
And bottom munching. Critically panned. Oh man, I think that's everyone. So I don't think we got enough. We should have bought more.
I don't have any money, so I can't buy more.
Yeah, Nin's plumb out of cash.
How am I gonna buy movies?
No, I don't know. All right, well, I think that wraps it up. I don't think we got to talk about anything else. So, see you later. Bye.
Bye.